ReZero. I have to say that no doubt this has been my favorite anime of the year, and we have 25 episodes of it. Like, if you're watching this just to see a little glimpse of what ReZero has been like throughout these 25 episodes, these past 2 seasons, then I advise you right now to just listen to what I have to say. And if you think that you should watch it, just watch it. Now, I will contain some spoilers, but I will put a spoiler like alert right before I say anything spoiler worthy. But this season and last season gave us ReZero, and it has been amazing. It has been an amazing ride. Like, from week to week, we had just been full of like plot twists. We had been full of cliffhangers every fucking episode, just cliffhanger, cliffhanger, cliffhanger. And it's just such a great story, and you can see like there's a little bit of realism to it, even though that this is fantasy, this is anime, this is fake. Like, these things possibly could have happened. Meaning, it's like, if there's an alternative universe out there, great. If there's a Subaru like that truly exists somewhere in the alternate universe that we have yet to know about, that's awesome. But from what we know, this is fake. This is not reality. This is fantasy, and this is a fantasy work of art, literature adapted into the anime medium, so that we can watch, listen to it, and enjoy. But like I said, when ReZero first came out, the purpose of something like ReZero, the purpose of fantasy and literature and like adaptations, is to bring about something to make us realize something in reality. And that's what ReZero does. It makes us, it tells us and shows us like our own incompetence sometimes, and how we act on certain impulses and do certain things selfishly just so we can like have our own self-satisfaction. And so this episode, Subaru points that out to Emilia, and it just shows that with all that Subaru's done, it has been great. Like, everything has been just been like, okay, ReZero hasn't been flawless, but it's like, it has been, in my opinion, from what I see, it has been a great adaptation from an anime, from a light novel, or from the manga. I think it has a manga to like an anime adaptation, and it has just been great. I mean, everything wasn't perfect. By far, everything wasn't perfect, and there was some moments where, yes, I was very disappointed in see ReZero. Now, right now, I'm gonna put a little spoiler alert right now. So if you haven't, just go watch it. If you were looking this for confirmation on what to watch and you haven't watched ReZero yet, just please go watch it. But right now, I'm gonna put a spoiler alert right now and talk about the last episode. This last episode was kind of meh. It was kind of meh for me. It was just, okay, that's typical generic anime ending. It was great. Don't get me wrong, it was great. But I expected more from it, especially more from something like ReZero. Now, I'm pretty sure White Fox did something like this because they weren't sure if ReZero was going to get a second season. If we were going to get a second season or a season 2, or they wasn't sure that us viewers and us fans was going to behold and see the light and let our eyes rest on the animation of a second season once more. But the thing that happened at the very last second before the credits roll off made me think that there will be a second season. There wasn't no announcement that I'm aware of, and if there was an announcement, like somebody said it on Twitter, or the Arthur Tipai said it on Twitter or something like that. I don't know. I don't have a Twitter. Sorry, I have Instagram. I don't know if they're on Instagram. People don't use Instagram like for business. Like, big companies and stuff don't use Instagram that much, even though I think they should. So if they had made an announcement, I'm not aware of it. But we headed to this part where I'm gonna talk about the last part. I might talk about the whole episode, I might not, but the last part where you have it where Subaru is talking to Emilia, and he just got fighting. He just got done killing Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice is like, okay, I want my bodies. Subaru, he uses the witch's curse, like when he said, "Oh, I return by death." Beetlejuice like takes over his body like he is. But I'm gonna say most likely he's like a finger of this organization. Subaru is like a hidden finger, right? He takes over his body. Beetlejuice takes over Subaru's body, and Subaru says, "I return by death." And the witch just come out of nowhere. She's like, and the Beetlejuice got so fucking happy. He's just so happy. He was like, "Yes, my fucking love." I've been waiting for this moment my whole life. He said, "Just give me your love, all your love, your love, your love, your love, your love." And then what happens next is the witch is like, "No, it's not you," and just like slaps the shit out of him, or just pushes the shit out of him, like with some dark ass claw hands and shit like that, and basically like exiles him out of Subaru's body and just basically theoretically kills him. Cause she was like, "No, you're not Subaru. You're not the one I'm looking for. Get out of fuck his body. Like, this is my vessel. This is my vessel." And I do watch chibi reviews, so I know a lot of you probably do watch chibi reviews, and y'all fucking don't even like my reviews, because like a lot of people don't like my reviews. I know people that do, but it's whatever. And Subaru have said, you know, if you haven't, a spoiler, just that speculation that Subaru have said. I'm just going to reiterate here. I'm not trying to say that this is my theory. This is indeed Chibi's reviews theory. He said that the witch is most likely using Subaru as a vessel, and each time that Subaru says "return by death" or something like that, and she gets a little bit stronger, and Subaru might, by him doing that, might open the gate so she can come and be released, so that she can take over Subaru's body and be like the vessel. Subaru can be the vessel, or Subaru can be the catalyst in which that she escapes from this little realm that she was sealed up in. That is Chibi Review's thoughts. So credit to Chibi for like doing that theory. I thoroughly enjoyed that theory, and it was amazing. But to continue, after all the events was happening, and there was like, okay, they had these firestones. These firestones was here, and it was like, okay, Subaru was, first of all, he was scared. He was scared out of his mind. He was like, oh God. He said, no, I'm gonna do these firestones. He said, well, I have to reset. I said, I won't make it in time. Well, I have to reset like everything and kill Beetle and everything like that, and my plans would just be ruined. He's like, no, I can make it in time. He goes, firestones. He sees Emilia, and he throws these firestones in this little cliff. The little cliff falls, and there's like, it burns. It makes an explosion. Him and the dragon that he was on, which are very respectable for Subaru, because he really do care about the dragon. Like he wasn't just, the dragon wasn't just a tool for him. It wasn't just any other animal. It was the dragon that he really cares about. So he was like, okay, the dragon, okay. He wakes up, and that's where everything starts, guys. I'm sorry if I'm talking too fast or being a little jumbled, but this is where it starts. The last scene, the final scene that I know everybody's going to enjoy, and a lot of people might not even enjoy, but because it was the typical trope of an anime, ending off an anime, typical cliche final episode. You have where Emilia, Subaru wakes up on Emilia's lap, and you have this whole spiel of why Subaru have done all this for Emilia. Emilia wonders like, why have you done all this for me? And Subaru was like, because like you saved me and things like that, and yada yada yada. And he was like, okay, Emilia, I love you. And Emilia's just like, is it okay for me to be loved? I'm a half elf, and I look like the witch, and people hate me. I never thought I would hear the words that somebody loved me before, you know, besides the little cat. I keep forgetting the fucking cat's name. I know the cat's fucking name, the cat's spirit name. Like, I never heard the words. I never thought that I would hear the words that someone would love me, or they would say, I love you, Emilia. And we know that Subaru does this. And they share a touching moment. And it was like, Emilia was like, okay, I love you too. She actually doesn't say I'm sorry. She does not say I love you. What she does say is like, thank you for saving me. And at that moment, this is really why I really like enjoyed the series. And this made me feel like really like gooey inside. And she said, Emilia was like, thank you, Subaru, for saving me. And then you go and you see Subaru just get out a big smile. He smiles because this whole time, all these 25 episodes of this series, this whole time, he wanted Emilia to accept him. He wanted Emilia to thank him for all the actions that he did. Because remember, we know that Subaru did a shit ton of a fucking thing. He died multiple times for her. Like, he did a shit ton of things for her. And I'm pretty sure she said thank you now and again or something like that. But she says it, and while she's expressing her feelings to her, it's just like, he smiles. It just shows his character development inside this anime, because it's like, he does all this, he does it selfishly for his self-satisfaction, to be able to like save the day, be the hero, and be the person that everybody looks up to. Like, Subaru, you're awesome, you're the hero of this little story, you're doing all these things for me. And he does it. All he wanted was to do was a smile. Like, yes, he does it selfishly, yes, he does it for his own self-satisfaction, so he can be the hero of the day. But like, if nobody thanks him, what's the point of it? And when Emilia, the person that he loves, says it to him, it just makes it seem like he just like gets what he wants. He gets like his feelings, and he like the way and all the actions that he's done up until now has been like kind of paid off. But what gets me wondering is, what did he say right before the credits rolled off? Like, he's about to say something, and then the credits, boom, just come up. And I'm pretty sure the authors did that. White Fox did that. The creators did that. I think they're going to hear that there's going to be a second season. I don't know when it's going to be out. It's going to either be 6 months from now or a year from now. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a year or so from now, because usually an anime that has like 12 episodes and they have second season, it comes out 6 months later, you know. But Subaru, I'm not sure how much content that ReZero actually has. Like I said, I have the have the first volume right here for the light novel. I have the first volume here. I'm gonna get all the other volumes. I'm not sure how many like volumes it actually has or how much content it actually has after this first season or after these first 25 episodes. But I'm pretty sure it's gonna be another 25 episode series because why not do that? Unless you was like you pour the rah and something like that. And going back on the light novel, I don't think I want to read ahead of the light novel too much because just the anime was executed so well, except for certain parts. It was executed so well that I'm willing to risk and waiting. I'm willing to wait for a second season before going on to read the light novel. And if it takes too long, if it takes more than a year, then hell yeah, I'm gonna read the light novel, possibly. But if it takes too fucking long, like the anime was executed that well, it was that awesome of an anime that I'm willing to wait for a second season before I go and read ahead of the series basically, or read ahead of the anime for the light novel and whatever potential manga that this anime have. I'm not sure if it has a manga. I know there was like a manga type format for it, but that's what I'm gonna do. So overall, this episode was fucking meh. It was typical anime ending, and the question I also had was like, where the fuck was everybody else at? I wanted to see the leader of the fucking house, not Home Dad. No, I wanted to see what the fuck is his name. The one that owns the mansion and shit like that Emilia goes in. I feel like Roswell. I wanted to see Roswell Sama. I wanted to see what he been up to. I wanted to see Rem. It seemed like Rem disappeared like a fucking couple episodes ago. Like what happened to her? She just like disappeared, never to appear again. I wanted to see her inside this episode, you know, because she is best girl. Like yes, Emilia and Subaru had a touching moment. Everybody, like even me as a Rem supporter and Rem fan, they think that Rem is best girl in the series. Even then, there's no doubt in that Rem should has been inside that. There's no doubt in that. There's no doubt in that Emilia and Subaru deserve their moment together. There's no doubt. Even as a Rem supporter, no matter who you support or no matter who you're the fan of or who's best girl of the series, there's no doubt in that Subaru and Emilia deserved their moment together. But I wish Rem was inside this episode. Like not talking to Subaru, but you know, Rem did have her chance with Subaru. She was like, Subaru made her smile, and everybody, you know, Subaru was just like the ladies' man. He making everybody smile. Like what happened to Felt and everything like that. So I know these appear inside the second season. The selection of the queen or the king of this, you know, the kingdom, things like that. So waiting for that. So waiting for a second season. Hope you enjoyed my thoughts. Hit any comments below. Tell me if you enjoyed the series. No other series would beat this fucking series of the year. I don't know what fall or winter is gonna be like, but definitely ReZero A1 anime. Guys, that's been Veer from Takulogic, and just a little side note, I hate my roommate Josh. I just wanted to say that. I don't know if you, that's him right there doing some work. College life though. Wanna say hi? What's up? Okay guys, that's been Veer from Takulogic.